Kaede shakes Rantaro's hand, but it was a plank, plank. Plank from Ed and Night. Rantaro's so shocked to see such a specimen, such a fantastic 2x4, that he is dazed. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Radiance. Toon Link Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, the Nomakaris. Oh my guy, Frank the Christmas Sloth. Asnir, you can get out of here for real, Asnir. But, your United States favorite, welcome back to a Friday episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. And we have some secret achievements. And we have, oh, my apple cider, it's over there. In between one of these Claire de Lunes, I'm gonna get that apple cider, and you're not gonna know about it, and I'm gonna just be coming back and I'm gonna be drinking that apple cider, much like a fantastic gentleman that I am today. However, it is a group of people in Danganronpa, 8 from every single, like, franchise, every single game from the same franchise, who are trying their best, potentially, to try and make the nice list, but they have to deal with their inner demons. And what better way to deal with your inner demons than with some actual demons? Because everyone's got a demon summoning circle. Wookie spooky. Oh my gosh. Who will officially get their names off the Nihilist and cross over to the nice list today? Let's find out as we see Togami, Celeste, Junko, Leon, Mondo, Mukuro, and freaking Sayaka. We also see Hajime, or Bajime. We have Fat Togami, Fuihiko, Gundam, Crazy Oko, Mikan, Nagito, and Peko. Danganronpa V3 sees Maki, Ryoma, Kori, Mew, and Kokichi. Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girl sees the one and only Genocide Jack. We see Jotaro, Kotoko, Masaru, Monica, Nagisa, and Hiroko. Future Side sees Chisa, Daisaku, the Great Gozu, Munakata, Ruruka, Mitarai, and Izuoi. The Bears see Monokuma, who's a face, Shirakuma, Kurakuma, Monodam, Monokid, Monophony, Monosuke, and Monotaro. And last, as we go down, we're starting to see our heels who might be forming factions. We have Team Panda, made by Juzo, and if any heels get together and form a faction, it's up to you guys to name that faction. Team Scorpion with Haiji, the heel Rantaro on Team Anomalakaris. We love to see that anomaly. Team Puppy sees Samugi, Team Kitten sees Hifumi, and Team Viper sees the monster heel Kaede. And do I have anything to announce? I don't think I do. Tonight is Fracture, so you might see an announcement there. Get excited for it. Last time on Inferno, it was kind of wicked to see the Racket of Psalm decide to win by countout in a very quick display of what they can do in the ring. Embarrassing the one who had a career-making moment just 2 weeks later, but they will be forced to go toe-to-toe again in 2-on-2 action with their titles on the line in a no-holds-barred match. And I'm excited for that. That I am very excited for. We'll see Kokichi versus the Repairman for the Tables Championship. There's a lot of like high stakes on tonight, and we have a couple other matches too. XSP will go toe-to-toe with Pi. Look, it's gonna be a fantastic time. Just like today's episode is gonna be fantastic. Make those picks. First, second, and third. I will make mine as well. Let's see. And honestly, which of these characters do you think most deserves to be on the nice list? Because I'll be frank, some of these characters are probably still gonna make the nice list, but like, they all have a little bit of a bad side to them, a little bit of a major streak to them, but I'll tell you what, I got them. I see them. You better believe them. If I'm picking first, I'm gonna go for Crazy Hyoko. I think it's her time to be. For second, I'm gonna go Togami, and for third, I think I'm gonna go for Masaru. But there is one more thing that we gotta do, and that's see if Tinko is in this matchup. So let's go ahead and do that, because our champion Nagisa is standing right there, even though he stands right there, even though he's a proud face champion. I need y'all to remember that he is still a degenerate male. And Tinko, I'll tell you what, she's not having that. And so, I mean, really, she might be having it because, like, the odds that it hits, very low. That's why I was like, we don't even need to spin it, but I gotta spin it even though my employee of the month in 3, 2, 1. There we go. May be forced to win that title. I highly doubt it. I mean, look at that little sliver. There's no way it's, yes, it's literally no way. It's all the way over here. Wait, over here. There we go. There's no way. Okay, now that that's out of the way and we've all made our picks, I think we've got to get the show on the road because it's going to be a busy night. There's going to be all sorts of action after this episode, very shortly after this episode when Friday Night Fracture returns. And I don't have to put on the jacket. Frank, you got anything to say to the people before we start this thing? What a wise dude. All right, regardless, let's do it. I gotta get these secret achievements because, once again, the odds that they hit continue to go up over the season. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like 3 or 4 or 5 hit today. But we could also see none, which has been par for the course. So, let's proceed and let's see how this plays out. Starting round 1, we see... Oh my gosh, the yeet balls. And the horn bearers. And the horn bearers are doing what they do. You know, they like to sound the horns, and I like to let them do that. Thank you, horn bearers. I'm glad you're always here to play us a ditty. But we must continue as Haiji, humming a song to himself. Shirokuma stumbled upon a yeet ball. Nagisa, I wonder if he's building a machine that makes Yakiniku. Hiroko knows not of the horrors yet to come. Junko steals Shirokuma's yeet ball and runs off with it. Chisa's ready to defend her friends. Hajime tries to kill Mew, but Mew retaliates and kills him instead. Leon doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Monokuma can't take it anymore and snaps Kurokuma's neck. Jeez Louise. Ruka seems unshaken by any of this. Realm uses a mysterious gas to knock out Crazy Oko and Maki, death colors on the both of them. Ruka tries to kill Togami, but Togami bribes her. Ruka leaves the arena a very rich woman. She was like, who needs to be on the nice list when you get paid? Mukuro attempts to kill Daisaku, but Great Ghost intervenes, has to take out Mukuro to protect Daisaku's life. Archon C. Gripshield and Gundam grant him a Dendro vision, but he's the supreme overlord of ice. Mikon, Rantaro, and Monica grab their instruments and they're still sounding the horn somewhere in the arena. Monodam and Monokuma get into an argument over who should be in charge. Aren't you the two faces? My gosh. Nagisa puts a death collar on Chisa while she's asleep. Fat Togami challenges Monokid to a duel. Monokid bites the dust. Daisaku steals Junko's yeet ball and runs off with it. Ifumi fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Monika's got a table. Hopefully nobody goes through it. Oh my goodness gracious. Samuki is looking for someone dumb enough to believe her. Corey is in the house. He's on the verge of snapping. Monofini challenges Maki and Izio to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Izio murders the both of the competitors before eating a single pancake, winning and earning entry into the World Pancake Championship match. Izio, our boy, makes some noise. Are you in this match? Yeah, I thought I was like 99% sure that you were. He's just making sure that his spot is reserved for real, for sure. And it is. Mew can't help but admire her own genius mind. Izzo is seeing the heels running around and determined to make things right and turns face baby. Juzo has found Genocide Jack's scissors. Cute boys beware, you're in for a scare. Genocide Jack is looking particularly erratic today. Kokichi steals Daisaku's yeet ball and runs off with it. Kotoko calls down Arcane Fury, brimming in her veins, protrudes an ancient scepter from the ground beneath her, and Monitor doesn't want to. Finds himself having to get rid of Samugi. Peko and Freaking Saika charge a Kaede from both sides, but she grabs them both and double power bombs them off of a cliff. Munakata thinks about Ruka, sobs quietly. The Arcus, the Great Potential, and Kaede grant her an Electrovision. You gave a monster heel an Electrovision. Okay. Mondo tries to kill Monoscape, but Monoscape pays him off with money. Mondo just leaves. He doesn't leave the arena. He's like, I'm still playing, but thanks for the payday. Fuiko won't die like the others. Celeste lays her title belt on the ground, grabs Ryoma in a headlock, but Ryoma has the wherewithal to reverse it, turns her around, RKO right onto the title belt, breaking her neck. Mitrai is glad he can rely on the Great Gozu. Great Gozu also teams up to Mitrai because they can rely on each other and ambush Crazy Yoko. They're bros, they always have been. Master rambles on and on about something nobody cares about. Rantaro steals AV's soundboard. Wait, how? My soundboard? Jotaro finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. Crazy Oko's corpse rots peacefully. Mondo has made some mistakes as a leader but wants to do right by Danganronpa 1. And we have lost 12 of our 48. We've already lost a quarter of the competition, and there's no demons, no circle. I mean, circles are there, but no demons have spawned from said circles. Instead, it's just a Claire de Lune for Hajime, Kurokuma, Ruruka, Mukuro, Monokid, Monofune, Maki, Samugi, Pekko, Freaking Sayaka, Celeste, Crazy Hyoko. These are dark days, and days with no secret achievements yet. But let's see how it goes. You know, these are the things that we must see, and see them we will. The things that we see are the things that we shall see. Have you seen? Can you see me? Who knows? But you know what I can see? The future. And the future says we gotta keep going, as we do. And as we do such a thing, we click next round and we see round 2 beginning with Monotaro admiring Monodam's confidence. As he turned face, his confidence boosted, but so did his death later on in this match. Monotaro admires it though. Munakata steals Kokichi's ball, runs off with a nuclear waste from the arena power plant. The arena was built on top of. Mukuro's body is zombified. She's back. She's doing the thriller. And Ryoma feels defeated after losing his teammate. He feels lonely. Ryoma has let him in. Haiji finally snaps and is now frenzied. Monodam does his best to avoid Shirokuma. Fuyiko attempts to kill Monosuke, but Monodam intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Monodam dies in the attempt. Monica has a pitchfork, which she figures is great for yeeting at enemies. Kokichi attacks and kills Izuo before Daisaku can react. There's nothing Daisaku can do. Kotoko found a shotgun. Goodness gracious, that's dangerous. Chisa doesn't know how to cheer Daisaku up. Great Gozu is the first one who gets a demon this episode, and it loves him. Great demon. Leon accepts the shadows. Leon gains the power persona. Masaru cuts a promo saying they missed the old Kaede. This warms the heart of our monster heel, and finally she's calmed down, resigning from her monster heel ways. Fat Togami finds I also need to jot that down. Masaru. I didn't know he was a talker like that. So proud of him. But we go on. I do digress. Jotaro fills his bikini with gravel and uses an object to kill Monokuma. Good luck solving that, you fiend. Well-placed shot by Fat Togami with his slingshot. Hits Juzo's head with a disorienting force. Juzo becomes dazed. Genocide Jack hates the way the comments have been treating her, and she turns heel. That's the heel turn that we've been waiting for. Welcome to the heel side, Genocide Jack. I'm not a heel, but that one just feels right. I kind of just want to see Genocide Jack as a heel because it feels right. I think she should have been the monster heel, but we'll see. Corey has had enough. He's now enraged. Rantaro using my soundboard gets a confiscated for playing copyrighted music for shame. Kaede summons a shock so powerful it fries Togami alive. Junko tries to get others to notice her. Nagito sets down a trap. The Archon grips him like Fumi, grant him a Geo Vision. Mew tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Shirokuma steals Munakata's Yeet Ball and runs off with young Mitarai, wishes he could go home. Daisaku sits there with a blank stare. Gundam wraps binds around Monosuke. He's trapped. Who's gonna free him? Monosuke is, because Monosuke managed to pull himself out of the trap. As Hiroko gets ghost power, so molecules get all rearranged. Phantom, and Nagisa uses the title belt to hit Kokichi from behind, leaving him dazed. And he's gonna be dazed until right before that championship match where he is forced to defend his new tables championship against the Repairman. We only lost 4 this time. Much calmer than round 1, but still a Claire de Lune 4. Monodam, Izuyoi, Monokuma, Togami. No secret achievements hit yet. I love this hat. I love it so much, but I digress. I still expect to see somebody who's hit. I do indeed, but will they hit is the real question. We'll have to wait and see. I know some of them have already hit in tag team action. Will they hit today, though? That is the real question. As Hiroko shoots Blast Infinity from her hands at Juzo. Juzo's unable to survive the blow. Rantaro, Monica, and Mikan grab their instruments and play a sad song for Maki. Genocide Jack can't take her eyes off of Hiroko. Leon's persona levels up. Zio turns into Zionga. Ruka's dead. She's not really dead, she just left the arena. TBH, Nagito somehow finds a bunch of tactical combat gear and equips it. Good for him. Nagisa lays the title belt on the ground. Mikan doesn't have the wherewithal to reverse it. Instead, she gets hit with a DDT straight into the gold. Rest in peace to Mikan. Ryoma thinks of a dark poem. Kokichi comes back to his senses. Monica sets up her table for grabbing Leon by the throat. Chokeslam Leon through that table. Monotaro and Shirokuma, their fingers touch by accident. They both blush just a little bit. Hehe. In a fit of frenzy, Haiji creeps up on Fuyiko, turns him inside out. Fatsugami finds us all below his concern. In an act of betrayal, Monosuke and Shirokuma team up and take out Monotaro. Mitsurai gets caught in one of Nagito's traps. All he can do is hope to be freed. Is he free? Jotaro is glad to have someone like Masaru on his side to have boring conversations with. Gozu tries to kill Nagito, but Nagito's combat gear diverts the blow. Munakata tries to keep on a brave face for everybody's sake. Mondo feels horrible for failing Danganronpa 1. Hifumi summons stones around Haiji's feet. He's now trapped as well. Miu's cooking up a genius idea. Shitaro waves at Kori. Kori chases him while shaking his fist. Shirokuma runs his yeet ball back for a big touchdown! Touchdown for Team Ultra Spare Girls. It don't mean a thing, but like, good on him. Look at all these things, I'll tell you what. Chisa searches for anyone who can get this death collar off of them. Gundam uses the power of Dendro to make falling leaves green outside of Togami's camp. Kaide shakes Rantaro's hand, but it was a plank from Ed and Nate. Rantaro's so shocked to see such a specimen, such a fantastic 2x4, that he is dazed. Masaru has a fishing rod. Daisaku knocks out Nagisa in a fist fight, fair enough. Death collar on him. Mukuro continues to decompose, even if she continues to move as that zombie. Junko manages to sneak attack Gundam and Fatsugami, slaughtering them both, and with a flick of her ancient scepter, Kotoko turns Monosuke into a sheep. We are down to 25. 25 left, 22 gone, 1 is a zombie, and it is a Claire de Lune 4. Leon, Juzo, Mikan, Fuyuhiko, Monotaro, Gundam, Fat Togami. Boom, 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 boom. We have a game to get through. 25, just one more than a standard-sized game. We know who's left, but we don't know what those secret achievements are. And will they ever hit? That is the real question, and that we have to proceed and find out. Let's do just that. We have 25 left, and we have... I think I just missed the button that time. Is it a ghost round? It's not, as Junko has found a table. Awesome! Kokichi feels horrible, has a horrible feeling in his gut. Monosuke is a sheep and doesn't do much. Daisaku just wants it to end already. Monotaro's gone. Masaru pulled out boot. Not even a pair with his fishing rod. Oh no, Mitsurai cut himself pretty badly in the trap. He's now bleeding out. Miu builds a device that might revive Maki. Electricity surges through Maki's body, moving her again with a TV for a head. Yikes. Hate that. Jotaro decides to put Monosuke out of sheepy misery, and the great Gozu, thankfully, bashes in Maki's TV head, leaving them defunct. And you know what else it leaves me with? A great feeling in my heart and soul, because the great Gozu has done the unthinkable. Just the moment when TV heads rear their ugly heads. The great Gozu, with his fist of justice, bashes one in, and even though it is a member of my squad, one that we do go way back with, the great Gozu does indeed bash a TV head for a secret achievement. Another one down. Congratulations to the great Gozu. He got it, and thank goodness too. The squad having TV heads, we don't like that. We proceed though. And we see our country, Griffin and Hiroko grant her a pyro vision. Also, let me mark off bash a TV head. I was staring right at it. I was like, ooh, ooh, someone might get that. And Gozu was like, it's me. Monica wonders how far she could throw her pitchfork. Genocide Jack's bad brains turn into an absolute pain to deal with. Chisa's wrist has an Omnitrix on it. She's got superpowers. She's an ordinary kid, or a kid at all. She's Chisa 10. Haiji's still trapped. Screams for help, but nobody answers. Ryoma finds a dapper suit and puts on. It's quite fetching. Mukuro dangles her withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Mondo stumbles upon a Yeet-Ball, another one. Kaede feeling adorable as always. Munakata finds my climate change remote. Monica tells Cory to have a nice day before Cory screams, "Don't tell me what to do," killing Monica in a rage. Rest in peace. Shirokuma steals Mondo's Yeet-Ball. Shirokuma's really here for the Yeet-Ball action. Taking that Yeet-Ball and running off with it, Kotoko calls down Arcane Fury on Hifumi. Her ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage. Hifumi vaporized into a minty purple mist. Minty! Nagito steals Shirokuma's Yeet-Ball, runs off with it, and Nagisa builds a rocket. Who's gonna take a trip in Nagisa's rocket ship? Do-do-do-do-do. I guess he is kind of a little Einstein, but we only lost 4 today. Thankfully, 1 was a TV head, so we didn't really lose anyone in my book. Yeah, it's a Clay de Lune 4. Monosuke, Maki, Monica, Hifumi. There's a lot of M sounds in those. Monosuke, Maki, Monica, Hifumi. We made it there. That being said, we're still technically at 22 alive because we had that revival. 22 again, it is what it is. Or rather, we have 22 now. We had 25 to 22 before, now it's just flopped. Are you ready to proceed? We have to proceed. That's a thing that we have to do. I wasn't sure if you knew, but that's one step forward. Will we see more secret achievements? I think it's still very possible that we see more secret achievements, but will they happen? That is the bigger question. As Rantaro puts a death collar on Jotaro while he's sleeping, Great Gozu passes his demon's horns. How wholesome. Haiji using mysterious action to knock out Junko and Kokichi and put death collars on them. I'm not liking all of this anti-squad action that we see going on here. Kotoko polishes her ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Chisa transforms into an incredibly fast alien, so fast the Kaede's cut to pieces before Hiroko's very eyes, and she didn't see a thing. Nagisa straps Jotaro to his rocket and sends it to the moon. Jotaro shockingly returns with pockets full of moon rocks. What a trip! Jotaro then flaunts his bikini that he also got on the moon in front of Ryoma. This makes Ryoma absolutely jealous. Nagisa runs his Yeet-Ball back to the cornucopia for a big ol' touchdown! Boom, boom, chidum, ba-dum, boom. Kokichi sees Danganronpa V3 as a bunch of chumps are ready to be milked. Mondo kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Mew tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and actually succeeds. Shocking. Very shocking. Ryoma has found a Komodo dragon. I guess it is an animal. Seems they've taken a liking to each other too. Hate that. Shirokuma disappears for a while, comes back with a wizard robe. Genocide Jack steals that tank. Hiroko sets Junko's table on fire, then slams Junko to the flaming table, and there's 2 tanks in play! Not for long, though. Masaru casts his rod in the river, pulls out a whole tank. Mukuro, her body continues to decompose, she continues to move. Munakata finds Mitarai caught in a trap and manages to free him, even though he's still bleeding out. Hiroko and Masaru set up their camp for the night. Daisaku used the power of Pyro to set their camp ablaze, burning them both. And Cory is so mad that steam's literally coming out of his ears, causing a big old fire, trapping and killing Kotoko and Kokichi in the flames. Daisaku sobs quietly, and this was a very brutal day, as we see young Mitarai putting a death collar on Shirokuma. We have a tank in play. We have, no, we don't have we still have the climate change remote. I think Munakata has it. We have a whole bunch of potential for demons. We have heals, we got faces, and we got 15 people remaining after this. Claire de Lune 4. Kaede. Mondo, Junko, Hiroko, Masaru, Kotoko, Kokichi. Here we are. 15 left, 5 more into your saving grace picks. Frank, how do you feel about today's final 15? Who do you got? Oh, that's crazy. That's wild. Hank, the people aren't gonna like that pick, but I'll tell you what. You don't know any better. And besides, you are the Christmas slots. We love to see it. Oh, yeah. We'll proceed. 15 left. 5 more until your saving grace picks. Hopefully 1 more until Hank's pick gets out. Isn't that right there? That's right. Look at that. Hank did pick Jotaro. You silly goose. Nagisa finds a big stick, probably comes in handy to bash in some skulls. Chisa transforms into a massive 4-armed alien, tosses out Jotaro, or tosses Jotaro into the sky. He's never seen again. This is the second time Jotaro's gone flying. First in a rocket ship, secondly without a rocket ship, and that was probably his downfall. Archon's great potential in Mew, cryovision. Fair enough. We know she's got that potential. Rantaro snaps out of it. Nagito practices some strategic moves with his combat gear. Great Gozu corners Genocide Jack with his demon. The demon subsequently mauls Genocide Jack Haiji. But struggling to trap him, cut himself pretty bad. He's now bleeding out. Daisaki uses a mysterious gas knock out Kori and Nagito death calls on the both of them. Mukuro dangles her wild, rotting limbs around, fiddling with them. Hasn't gotten a single KO yet, but we also see some shenanigans are probably about to go down. Nagisa hits Shirakuma's head incredibly hard, unable to kill him. Shirakuma's dazed. Munakata is ready to start gardening in the dead of winter, but he's like, I need a little bit more warmth and a little bit more pollen. Change the climate change remote back to April. As Kori and Nagito then start to go harvest honey together. Surprisingly, nothing goes wrong as Ryoma looks amazing in his dapper suit. We are down to 13 instead, but it is springtime, which means next round we could be down to like 2. Speaking of 2, it's a Claire de Lune for 2. Jotaro. Genocide Jack. There's a lot of concern here, you know. What will unfold? That is the true question. Let's see what unfolds. 13 left, still 3 more into your saving grace picks. Will we get there next round? It's spring, so yeah, I assume we will. I feel like spring is one of the more deadly seasons in these games. But you know we haven't seen in a long time? The thing malfunctioned. So like, you know, that could still happen. Never forget. Never forget. That being said, Mew summons a massive sphere of ice, impaling Great Gozu. Munakata tries to kill Shirokuma, but Shirokuma's wizard robe has carried him away to safety. Rantaro's found a table as Ryoma pushes Nagito through a blooming rose bush. The thorns are sharp enough, and they seem endless and are enough to kill Nagito. Chisa's got a flamethrower. Rantaro, you better keep that table safe before she sets it on fire. Daisaku wants it to end already. Nagisa waves his big stick around menacingly. Haiji is trapped and killed, slowly bleeding out. I'm sorry, he's not killed yet. Yet. He could win bleeding out. Mukuro's body continues to rot even as she continues to move. Kori realizes that his anger is unwarranted and actually calms down. He said, wait a minute, this ain't me. And Shirokuma comes back to his senses. Everybody seems to be coming back to themselves. We still don't have enough for your saving grace picks, surprisingly enough. Even in the middle of spring, it's just a Claire de Lune 4. The Great Gozu. Nagito. And I suppose the Great Gozu did not need to win this thing. He bashed a TV head in and said, alright, you know what, yeah, I suppose this is my time to shine, it's my time to be. We have another 11 remaining, 1 more into your saving grace picks, 1 more out and you'll be at your top 10. I'm not gonna say I'm sure we'll get more than 1 next round. At this rate, who really knows? But let's see how this one continues to play out as we click next round. We see we will be at your final 10 at the very least. As Mukuro's dangling those withered limbs around, Mitarai, who is bleeding out, knocks out Mew in a fist fight. That is young Mitarai. He's been training hard, he's been working hard, and he knocks out Mew, death collar on her. Rantaro's allergies are so bad he's sick. He gets sick and has to leave the game. Chisa really wants to use that flamethrower, and Mew creates a spear, an ice sculpture rather, in the shape of Ryoma. Haiji finally dives from the blood loss caught by the trap that he was stuck in. Nagisa bludgeons Ryoma to death with that big stick. Dark energy swirls around Monokid's body, reanimating their corpse as a ghost. Munakata plants seedlings in their herb garden. Daisaku sobs quietly. Kori and Mew frolic through the flowers. Mew, you might want to watch out. And Shirokuma finds an axe, upping their chances of survival somewhat. 8 remain. We've lost 2, and we got a ghost in the meantime. However, it is indeed potentially the final Claire de Lune of the episode for Rantaro, Haiji, Ryoma. You know what that means. We're at your final 8. Y'all know what that means. I don't need to explain it to you. But you know, I'm going to anyway. 8 competitors remain. All sorts of shenanigans could unfold, but what will unfold, I'm not sure. Your original picks might not be doing so well, and if they're not, well, fret not. Because I'll allow you to pick again. Even within this final 8, I'll let you get 3 picks. And you know what? I had an epiphany. 3 picks from your final 8. and 3 picks from their final 8. I think this may be something that we call your saving grace picks. I'm a genius. Corey's still in the house with Mew. Both remaining from Danganronpa V3. From Danganronpa 2, we have nobody. Nobody on Team Viper or Team Kitten. No factions formed. Ultra Despair Girls still have the champion Nagisa potentially for your fan vote. As we go on, we see Mukuro remains as a zombie. Could get the zombie victory, but not officially in your saving grace picks. The Bears still see Shirakumo, who scored a touchdown. And Monokid, who is a ghost now. Not technically a part of your saving grace picks, but could possess somebody. Could be in the final 8 or 9, depending on, you know, what happens. Future Side, however, is crushing it. They have Chisa with an Omnitrix and a flamethrower. They have Daisaku, who's shell-shocked, but he might be alright later. Munakata, who still got the climate change remote. And young Mitarai, even though he's bleeding out, he could win this whole thing. Make your picks first, second, third. I will make mine as well. For first, gimme Chisa. I think Chisa with that flamethrower is gonna make a difference. She's gonna be a difference maker. For second, I gotta take Mew because you never count out Mew. Never, 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 ever, never, never, ever. Even though she built the first ever TV head in these games. Yeah, no, thank you. I still think she's got second. I don't think she's gonna get there because she's tainted her inventor hands with that. For third, I gotta take Nagisa. That's my boy. That's my champ. That's my son. That's my employee of the month. Man, those are my picks. I hope you guys are made yours too, because if you haven't, you're gonna be taking a nap soon. And if you do take a nap, then it's, I mean, that's fine. It's just, naps are great. Who doesn't love a good nap? However, I will say that these final 8 are all caught in what we like to call within our final 8, usually with their hearts beating in sync with the same pulse, determination, and perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Final 8. In round 8, going into round 9, let's see what else unfolds. We see, well, one of my picks, 2 of my picks, gone. But honestly, Future Side wins, technically. We'll go on though, and we will see Mew bury Shirakumo and Nagisa on piles of ice, freezing them both alive. Monica plays around with his incorporeal body, passing through various things to pass the time. Munakata switches uncontrollably. Corey accepts the shadows. Corey gains the power persona. Will not get to use that persona as Daisaku sobs uncontrollably. Chisa transforms to an alien with a body as hard as diamond. Chisa then proceeds to headbutt Corey and Munakata, killing them both as Mukuro tackles Mew to the ground, bites them, turning them into a zombie. We have 3 people alive. One is Mitarai, one is Chisa, and one is Daisaku. And I think we have to still continue after this. Claire de Lune 4. Actually, Terrible Turnabout 4. Shirakumo, Nagisa, Corey, Munakata. Because they're not actually a team, we do have to proceed. It's singles action, so I think we keep on going. We do have a ghost in play, we do have a zombie in play. And I guess these 3, a bleeding out Mitarai, Daisaku, and Chisa, are all kind of what we like to call, within our final 5, a crisis of fate. Let's see how it plays out. I have no idea. Is there audible concern? We'll see, as the next round sees Monokid kills Chisa through ghastly means, which means we are down to a bleeding out young Mitarai and a Daisaku who is snapped out of it. Are you ready to find out who wins this thing? Could Monokid bring somebody back is the real question. What will unfold after this Terrible Turnabout 4? Chisa. And so, it's all Future Side all day long, and that's between a bleeding out Mitarai and Daisaku. Two people who were once known as the ultimate underdogs, now known as the two who might win this thing. Who will win this thing? Will it be Daisaku? Young Mitarai. Young Mitarai did not have a good game today. In fact, he's not having a good time right now. The blood is draining from his body, he's hiding in a bush somewhere. And Daisaku's just snapped out of it, knows he needs to find Mitarai and take him out so he can win this game. However, will he be able to do that? That is the big question. I'm uncertain, but we're about to find out, because between your final two, it is Daisaku, Mitarai, Zombie Mukuro, and technically Zombie Mew, and a ghostly Monokid. Let's see how it plays out. Next round sees. Nothing yet, but Kotoko's also back as a ghost. So now shenanigans really might ensue because... Oh no, there's so many ghosts now. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, wait, there's a lot of shenanigans happening. Dark Tears rolls around Togami's, Fasugami's body, he's back as a ghost too. Monokid's playing around with his body, Monokuma's back as a ghost too. Rantaro gets over his illness and has the strength to return to the game. Kotoko has possessed Big Sis Junko. Mitarai using Mysterious Yes to knock out Rantaro and Daisaku, death calls on the both of them. We have to just keep going because Kotoko didn't actually die, she came back to life as we see. Celeste is also back as a ghost. I'm sorry, a zombie. Daisaku is attacked by a pack of wild wolves, but you know what? He's actually fine. He's actually okay. In fact, oh my gosh! Wait, it is over! It is over! Daisaku gets some wolves, but he doesn't get to use them because Mitarai wasn't looking for right off of a cliff. Monokuma played around with his incorporeal body, passing through various things to pass the time. Rantaro said, "No ghost for me," has Junko in a headlock, throws her through that table because he was no longer sick. And Daisaku, who was so excited to potentially win this game, gets taken out by a ghostly Monokid, which means, surprisingly, the man who left the game sick came back as his allergies subsided. And he is, after this terrible turnabout for Mitarai, Junko, Daisaku. Your winner and your heel winner, but still your winner. Sure, he's got his demons, his inner demons, but you know what? He powers through them, he plays the ocarina through them, he does what he must, he does what he needs, he does what he can. And with it, he has earned himself a shot at the Danganronpa Hunger Games Champion of Champions title. Rantaro takes the win. And you know what? We only hit one secret achievement. I kind of expected 3, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see. We'll see how the rest of these go. Bash the TV Head is honestly not the one that I expected to hit, to be honest, but you know, it is what it is. Mew had 4 KOs, the Great Gozu had 4 as well, and that one of those earned him a trip to the finale. Love to see it. Chisa had 4, Kori had 3, Kaede had 3, Daisaku, Izuyoi, Ryoma, Nagisa, Hiroko, Junko, Monokid, and Jotaro all with 2, everyone else with 1 or less. And that brings us to our bracket. We had a secret achievement hit today, and that was Basha TV Head, and the Great Gozu did it, but he wasn't the one who won this game. The one who won this game was the one, a Tag Team Hall of Famer, Rantaro. Truly incredible job from that man, and he, I think he may have only gotten 1 KO to do it, right? Or was it 2? It was just the one at the end, took out a possessed Junko. Who would have thunk? Rantaro, congratulations to you. Also, congratulations to the Great Gozu. Also, L to the TV Heads, because that's just how it goes. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, the TV Heads are alright, but the secret achievement said that they ain't, so you know what, L. But a W for the Great Gozu, and of course a W to Rantaro, and a W to, I'm sure, plenty of people tonight because Friday Night Fracture returns. Who's gonna come out on top in wrestling action tonight? Who will be joining the Rumble? Who will be having matches at the Fight Before Christmas? A lot of those answers will be, questions will be answered tonight. So get ready, get steady, and perhaps even as you prepare for that, get some spaghetti because you got time to make a little bowl of spaghetti. Maybe I will too. Toodaloo, like crew. Thank you for watching.